Hello there, YouTube. How the hell are you? My name is Vac, and we're here tonight to play some Marvel Strike Force. So, welcome to Mortytown TV. Settle on in, put your favorite music on. Let's get down to some action, shall we? So we got a basic a run of stuff to do tonight. We got a little bit of raiding. We got a lot of blitzing and a little bit of everything else. Nothing too strenuous. I'm going to try to at least make an hour's worth of content out of this. And we're just going to get going here. I want to check and see. I set up some auto alerts earlier in my new Discord channel, and I just want to make sure that those went off okay, and they did. Okay, absolutely. I set up a bot to do all this for me, so I don't have to sit here and do it on camera at the start of the stream. So that's great. That's great. We don't have a whole lot of people in the Discord yet, but I'm going to be linking it in the description below, so feel free. All right. Now ignore all that chat. That's from me testing some stuff earlier. Yes, sir, Phantom. I do have the Discord up and going. Appreciate you being here so quick. Okay, so yeah, new Discord's going. All alerts will be going to the new Mortytown Discord channel from now on. Hi, not me again. Welcome back to the stream, sir. Welcome back. Okay, so I just need to pick up my mail real quick. Get a bunch of Captain America shards I don't really need. We're gonna get ready. That blitz is probably what's gonna take up most of the night tonight. We're definitely gonna go hard as we can, reasonably, on the Red Star blitz because I like red stars. So let's see here. We got some energy to pick up. We are going to have to probably do some play here. We definitely got stuff to do on the Baxos account. So we might very well be displaying some of that on screen. Okay, so let me just go and see about spending my 100 energy. Not going to be a whole lot to it. We're working on Kingpin. One more piece of gear and we'll have Kingpin in there. It's just that I need superior basic catalysts, and we've pretty much farmed up all the cheap ones. So we're just going to have to leave that be till tomorrow, but we'll get to it. So anyway, hello, welcome. If you're just joining us, welcome back to the stream. You found your way to Mortytown TV. We have a Discord set up as of today. It's now live. You can find the link in the description below. And if you ever need to get a hold of me, that's a great place to do it. But it's also going to be, just trying to make it a good spot to hang out with like-minded players who both love this game and love Rick and Morty. Because who doesn't, right?
Wubba lubba dub dub!
And we're working on new elements. I had to get rid of the I Love Morty bit because it got kicked back on copyrights. All right, so let's see then. How are we looking on Arena? Second place. I hate that. I didn't get time to get at it today. So second was what I was sitting at since yesterday. Second's what I finished. Would have been nice if I could have made it in time, but I got company came over right about the time that I was supposed to be doing that. And sometimes you just, sometimes real life does not cooperate. So let's see here. How about we farm up some of these health catalysts, which we always need more of. Get 100 chimichangas out of the deal. I'll take it. So Fun in the Sun, quarter blitz. We're aware of all that. Let's see here. 3 or 4 on a tight budget for Fantastic Four. I don't know that I have a whole lot in there. Let me think about that. I would probably focus mostly on Invisible Woman and Johnny, right? I'd go with her ultimate and her special, not her passive necessarily. And with Johnny, maybe the same thing. Yeah, I agree, Phantom. I agree. Torch, I'd probably go with his middle ability, his special, and his passive. And then I don't know if there's anything really critical you got to have after that. It's largely more damage. But yeah, I would definitely Invisible Woman and Johnny would be the two to, put your points into. Invisible Woman's ultimate is probably the most important. Ooh, you have a 7 red torch? Man, I want some of that action. That's nice. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into what raids we have to do here. Actually, let's go ahead and let me just dump some energy on Baxos really fast. I don't even want to swap the camera over. It's going to take so little time. Just got to farm 2 nodes and get some tech gear for vision. Making his power armor his next project. Just trying to get like an offense team ready, then a defense team ready. Since I'm pretty much stuck on his arena until I can get some more rare characters on him. So let's get these guys both ready for a little raid action. Okay, so I'm really done with U7. Baxos is not, but I'm finished. I ran through it this morning when I bought those energy bundles this morning, the combined energy or whatever they call it. I got enough raid energy to just run through to the end of that lane, so I knocked it out of the way. So let's go do our beta raid, which we're kind of behind on. So it looks like the place to be is going to be Strike Team 3. And we're just going to be playing cleanup. So I'll send Baxos. Actually over here down this skill tech. And then I'll take this one skill tech lane, but then I'm going to move over to those city lanes. And skill tech is pretty much, just take your shield. It's an easy, good team. So hello, welcome if you're just joining us. I'm Vac. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. Welcome to Mortytown TV. So right now we're just rolling through some raids. When we get done with this, we might have an arena attack to make, and then we're gonna basically just Red Star Blitz, It's the main thing we're going to be doing tonight. Try to get through 2 rotations at a minimum. We'll see how I feel after that. Hello, Thomas. Welcome back to the program, Spawn. Alright, so Baxos is working through his over there. I'm going to work up here. Looks like everybody kind of went left in a weird way. So we're going to try to overcompensate there, and we'll send both of our guys right. We'll get down these Mystic skill lanes, which will just be for me, Asgard. For 401k, walks through all this, no problem there. Keep Baxos going as well with his shield team. And I'm going to stand up and stretch my legs. Okay, let's get this thing going. So I know I'm going to need, let's just go ahead and autoplay for a minute here. And then while that's going on, I know I'm going to need a little camera adjustment. I'm a little too tall for this particular configuration. There we go. Okay, so let's see how this is going pretty easily. Like I say, we're just early in this. So I've been considering it, given the questions that I've been getting over the last few days and some of the discussion I've seen in Alliance chat. I think that I'm going to make a Dark Dimension video. I'm just going to talk about my experiences, DD1, DD2, DD3, and my thoughts on the various teams that people take through it. It seems to be pretty heavy on a lot of new players' minds that they want to be as efficient as they can be and start raising their DD2 and DD3 characters, immediately. And I get that, man. I totally get the desire to be perfectly efficient. That was not an option for me because I already had a developed roster by the time those modes came out. So in no small part, who I took was largely just determined by who I'd already raised. Let's hold off and let back do this node here. All right. And that's just sort of how it worked out, right? Like I did not probably go in with the optimal group to DD3. I took in mostly Black Order characters because that's who I was raising to 14 because I like to dominate arena. And so Dark Dimension 2, I did have a little better plan. It wasn't like it was my plan. I watched casino videos and stuff like that, right? And I knew that Minerva was the key. And so, okay. That's all we're getting. So we might as well send Baxos into this boss node. I don't know how he's going to do. We'll find out. I don't hate his chances. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I'm going to put together some teams to display during the video. I don't necessarily know how much gameplay footage of playing Dark Dimension I'm going to bother with, but I'm hoping to just put together a quick 6-7 minute video talking about Dark Dimension as a whole and giving my recommendations on team composition, I guess. Just something real quick that I can refer people to when they ask. In the end, I think a lot of people, they kind of know who they want to take. This is a fanboy game, and a lot of people raise characters not because they're the most efficient or best character for that task, just because they love that character. And so I try not to argue with that. I don't want to tell people, no, you're wrong, you shouldn't take them. Maybe in some situations I should, but that's just not in me, right? I don't. If they love that character enough to want to do that, then fine. The truth is, you could probably clear these nodes with any characters if you're persistent enough and have enough cores to spend. We'll see. We'll see. But I am definitely going to start working on the video. I started working on the thumbnail earlier today, and I'm just sort of planning out exactly what I'm going to say and what teams I'm going to present. So that should be out sometime next week. All right, so Baxos is rolling through that. We could probably spend a little bit here. Yeah, that was me, man. I got hung in a bad way. I got Punisher in there right now. Right now, I got Punisher in there. But it's just because I got there and I had nobody. And then I got Symbiote Spider-Man ready to go because of the event. But then I don't have enough bio to get another symbiote ready to go, so I went with Ghost Rider. And then I needed somebody else, so Punisher was just an easy, quick one to fill in there. He's just kind of in there to be there right now. He does a little bit of damage, but on the whole, he's not really making a huge impact, but he's there. It's somebody else for them to shoot besides Symbiote or Ghost Rider, basically. So speaking of symbiotes, Let's take them down the rest of this lane, or at least a few more nodes. We'll get the rest in the morning. So yeah, I'm not finding Punisher to be extremely helpful, but he's somewhat. He does some damage. It's like, it's better than an empty spot. I got 2 empty spots behind him, and I wished I had filled. Specifically with Venom and Carnage, but just, you know, I wasn't working up symbiotes before this all came along. All right, let's definitely get that Pyro. Easy peasy, fresh and easy.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
They are indeed. This is a wonderful raid team. I don't necessarily know that there's any better, to be quite honest. All right, so that wrapped up the free-to-play. I'm going to go ahead and get him started on U7. All right. So yeah, I have set bots up on my Discord server to shout out notifications whenever I post a video or go live on YouTube. So I don't know if there will be a symbiote legendary. That'd be nice. I mean, you know, who would it be? There are other symbiotes I know, but I'm not as familiar with them from the comics. Carnage and Venom I knew quite well from the days when I was a reader of comics, I mean to say. Not to imply I don't read any longer. I never heard of Null. God, King of the Symbiote. Sounds like a good legendary. Sounds like a good legendary. Alright, we'll just leave that be there. I am all for a full team. I'd love that. So what all we got here in this store? We don't have 99 of everything. I know that. That's a bug. Here we go. A little bit of gold. Need that. Yeah, I actually had Fury already maxed out when I started DD3, so I used him and Coulson both in Global. And I used Fury in the first section even. I'd never summoned with him because I had Yo-Yo also, but I would just use him to put the 2-turn defense up. And that was pretty helpful. Shuri would have been better, but I already had him prepped, right? He was ready to go. Shuri was going to be a bit of a grind to get there. All right, so we got 4 milestone orbs. Let's grab those. I mean, I'm sure it would work okay. I mean, they're all good characters. It would just kind of turn the other 4 X-Force into fucking nothing, really. I mean, that would just... I don't like making teams that ruin teams. That doesn't make any sense to me. You know, maybe, you know, only for Arena, basically. Only for Arena. But I see all kind of people are like, oh, check out this modded out, half and half blitz team that I've got. And I'm like, great, well, what about all those other characters on those 2 teams that you broke up, right? Sometimes 3 or 4 teams that you broke up. So that kind of theory crafting I find less useful. But Storm with X-Force, yeah. I don't like Storm with X-Force a whole lot because I like Storm with X-Men. It's just me. It's just me. Now that's not a level of purism that's helpful. No, I mean, he's going to spend, your guildmate, alliance mate is going to spend a lot of fucking cores trying to get Phoenix through DD2. It is not worth. It can be done. I don't doubt that it can be done. I just don't feel like it's worth it. Now, as far as I'm concerned, there are 3 characters for Dark Dimension 2 that matter, and the rest don't. And that is Star-Lord, Thanos, and Minerva. You want Star-Lord to feed Minerva energy, you want Thanos to feed Minerva energy, and then basically the last 2 characters, it could be anybody, but they need to be people designed to keep Minerva alive. I went with Nick Fury for the defense ups, and then I went with also Groot for defense ups and death proofs. And that was my team that I took through, and it rolled it. The second time around, when I rolled it with when I did it with Baxos, I took the same team, and never had an issue. Man, rolls right through the content. It's all about Minerva. Yeah, that's a good combination too. Merc Spider-Verse. Okay, so we're done with raids. How much would another Dark Dimension run cost me? That'd be cool to do right now. Getting toward the end of a node. 300, let's do it. Let's go one more round. I would very much like to get this mode in my rear view. Alright, so what we'll do then is let's hit Johnny with that big one. There you go, hit Punisher. If Punisher does nothing else, I'd love for him to just die and let me get a nice big free hit out of Ghost Rider. Ouch. But there's the big hit. There's another big hit. And we're going to die soon. We're going to die soon. Okay, so yeah, that wasn't great. That was not great. But I didn't expect a whole lot more, but sometimes that just can be the way it happens in DD3. You know what we need to do? You know what we need to do?
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, take it somewhere, Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
I love that. So we're going to get it together, and we're going to go take down Lucky and take number 1 in Arena. And hopefully I don't sit there. There is not an X-Men named Rouge. I can say that with all certainty. So I have some weight on this guy, but it's always a good fight. We're going to flip back. I know what he meant. Just trolling. All right, that's a good start. We've got him down to I mean, it's not fair to do to a non-English speaker, Thomas. I agree. All right. Little health drain. I wish I had my Proxima still, but I think we're going to be fine here. This should kill his Corvus. We'll drop a moon on their head. There we go. Now it's just us and Thanos. No problemo.
Riggedy, riggedy, wrecked, son!
So let's hope we don't sit there for the next 12, 18 hours. That's what I'm worried about. But we'll take it because that's going to finish up our daily objective that we needed, which comes with 200 chimichangas, and we'll definitely take that. And so that's got us down to, I guess we're just down to blitzing now. I don't know if that will empower. I don't know if that will empower, not me again, because I think it might have to be on spawn. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See, it's on spawn. Well, you know what? That would probably be considered his spawn. And on his turn, he would get the stones and empower him. So if he doesn't die before Thanos gets his turn, then I think the answer to that is yes. We'd have to test that. I couldn't say with any certainty, but it sure seems like that might be possible. Not me again. He definitely will let you clone characters you don't have. I know that for a fact. Oh man, Sloth just got a good pull. Sloth just got 2 X-Force characters to 6 red stars. That's a nice little pull there. All right, so let's get into the blitzing then, shall we? Too far. Don't want to start with Black Order. That would be a waste. All right. So let's see. I got one more I need to test. I want to test all these and see if they get copyright struck on me. The I Love Morty song definitely took a hit, right? They didn't give me a copyright strike, but they did add They added advertisements to the video and monetized it, but not for me, for them. Which, you know, whatever, cool. It's not my song. And I'm not monetized. I'm not really, this is a hobby for me. I'm not trying to make a lot of money off this or any right now. I will, if I ever make the amount of subscriptions and watch hours that is required for monetization, then I'll certainly monetize. I'd probably have to be foolish not to. But I'm just not trying to do this for a living. I got a job. I got a career. I got about 5 more years left to go on that. I could see me doing this full time when I retire. Hey man, thanks for coming. Not me again. Appreciate it, man. Always glad to see regular viewers. I'm just going to start saying, not you again. Not you again. Yeah. Bullseye, for sure. All right. So we're just rolling through some easy T1 blitzes, just knocking this stuff out, trying to get to the later stages. I hate to do it, but my dinner is not sitting so well. I have yet to have to do this midstream, but I might have to take a little break, go to the bathroom. I certainly do apologize, but there's going to be a slight break in the action, and then we'll be right back at it. So I'm just going to start this fight up and leave you shortly, hopefully not for long. Punisher with hand, that's a great combination. Anyway. Okay, please forgive me. Thank you all for staying. That's, my dinner's not sitting as nice as it should. It's hell being a human being in three-dimensional reality, I'm telling you. Okay, so moving on, we're just ripping through these easy teams. Just ripping through them.
Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die. Come watch TV.
Come watch Mortytown TV. So I'm trying to establish now just which ones of these little fun toys are going to get me copyright struck and which ones are not. I'm getting close to getting that Kingpin to Gear 14. I am looking forward to that. Greatly looking forward to that. All right. Sorry if that messed up the broadcast. I had that minimized for a second. I don't know if that messed it up or not. I'll have to check the playback. Sometimes OBS is weird like that. Okay. Moving on to... We're into my teams now, but... We're into my teams, but not my good ones. Not like good offensive teams for Blitz. All right. It's weird. They're pretty much the only time I ever play Hydra, right? Like actively play them. They're just somebody you put on your war defense and never really play. Good old defenders. So hello, if you're just joining us, my name's Vac. Welcome to Mortytown TV. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. Right now we're just rolling through some Red Star blitzing. It's going to be the majority of the content we're going to be doing tonight. Because I like Red Stars. And we're in the early stages, so this is mostly just autoplay and, you know, pretty easy stuff. All right. So again, I've set up a new Discord for the channel. You'll find the link in the description below. And, you know, that'll be the place to just pop in. And if you got any questions for me or the Mortys, you just want to talk some Marvel Strike Force, it's a little less, you know, I don't know. It's a little different from my home channel, but I got a channel we run just for Mortytown, just for the alliance that we've been running for a long time. But I thought, well, I'm gonna make it a little bigger, a little nicer one. Make it public for the channel. Oh, nice. I guess the red star orbs from your milestones? Upgrade for Rocket show ain't bad. Love Rocket. Speaking of which, we get to the end of this run, we'll probably do a partial second run through the other blitz just to get the milestones. Yeah. Good old Marauders, just taunting anybody, it don't matter. Just cloning anybody, I mean to say. So the idea here is that we use our less than good teams to wear through these lower stages. And then what we have is by the time we get up high, we'll be looking at a fairly easy, you know, run because it'll be 100,000 per, basically, per fight. It's about what you earn. No, maybe, yeah. You know, and 100,000 per fight is a pretty good clip. You can make good progress that way. I'm not usually the guy who sits down and spends all my time blitzing for 3 days straight and tries to go for that top 100 or whatever. I don't really do that, but yeah, Thanos is just a great character to raise all around. I mean, the idea being that you know, eventually you'll have a Black Order team, right? And then he's just freaking amazing. Quite possibly one of the best DPS in the game at that point. No, sir. Should I get rid of these defense ups? If not, the taunt. There we go. No booze, just so unimpressive. There was once upon a time that I considered Hand one of the better teams just for having any synergies at all. But oh, how things have changed. Now they're still good to work through these lower blitz phase, you know, because I don't want to waste good teams running through tier 2, tier 3, you know. It's not really worth. Go to my new Avengers setup. Yeah, I don't regret prioritizing Blackwater. I've been making a lot of cores off of them. And I don't know that a BB Yo-Yo team would really cut it anymore. But if you're only going to raise one, it's probably Maw is the one, yeah. Because he will be very useful in other game modes. He'll be good in Arena. Oh, come on. Good in Dark Dimension.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
It's important to make sure that you're getting swifty. I can't stress it enough. Yeah, so they're just not going to, they're not going to cooperate. Yeah, I don't blame you then, Thomas. They are a team right now that is going to require investment because there's no other really good way to get them to high stars. So they definitely are. They definitely are a whale kind of team right now, no doubt. And to that. I wailed out on them. I wailed out on them harder than I have any team. Like an entire team, never done that. I wailed out on individual characters that I thought were going to do me a lot of good in Arena. Now, by and large, I was always correct about those assessments. I wailed out on Mr. Sinister. I wailed out on Black Bolt. I wailed out on Yo-Yo. Those all paid off for me. Black Order was a little more investment than I'm typically used to. But they are paying off. I'm still sitting at number 1, 2, or 3 in Arena. So there's that. And all I can say to that...
Wubba lubba dub dub!
Still pretty easy. We're what, like tier 4, something like that? Maybe 5 now, but I think 4. We're just trying to jack up the multiplier. Get some good scores for them red stars. Right now, not a great score. Not a great score. We have a long way to go. Still only at that tier 4 multiplier. Door number 1. Look at Spider-Man go down like a chode. I hate that he's not that good. Him, Wolverine, there's a lot of great characters, you know, they released them early because they're iconic characters, and because of power creep, they're all crap characters, or at least ho-hum, which is regrettable. Ugh. You're so annoying, Hulk. Alright, we're just going to let that roll for a second. 1 second. They are still shooting a lot of fireworks out there. A lot. Alright. Yeah, door 3. It's all about picking the greatest odds of success on your matchups. Punisher. He can hit you out of left field sometimes, but not this time. Not this time. Back around to Guardians. It would never happen here, Thomas. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're restricted in some places during some times. You know, in the city, in the dry seasons, a lot. But most of the time, even that's not very well enforced. And people, anytime that fireworks, like during the appropriate seasons around here, what we call fireworks stands, just these little pop-up businesses, they go popping up everywhere in tents and lean-tos all around the countryside, and people are just buying fireworks at a discount rate, and just I mean they had I saw a family on the news that blew themselves up because they were making home fireworks in their kitchen and blew up their house and killed the whole family. Usually when you hear about that, it's meth. It's not fireworks. Usually it's meth. And to those Americans, I say,
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
and I mean that. I mean that.
For real times a million, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see some fireworks around the end of the year here. You know, like around Christmas and New Year's. New Year's especially, you'll see fireworks. But, I mean, like when I woke up this morning and I walked out on my front porch, my whole street was just wrecked. It's just nothing but torn paper and cardboard everywhere you look. Just trash everywhere. Because everybody goes out there and fires off them things all night long, gets drunk, and nobody fucking cleans up after themselves. And I mean nobody. I mean, it's often my habit to go out and spray my roof down with the hose before they get started. So they don't, because every now and then they'll just burn somebody's freaking house down. Just crazy with it. All right, so X-Force. Who we got with X-Force? Not any great teams. Nothing too special. Yeah, we'll go with that. So yeah, I think Dark Dimension is going to be my next video, and then I want to make like a nice range of tutorials basically for most of the modes in the game. I've done Arena, I've kind of done U7, right? So yeah, I guess next would be Dark Dimension. We might talk about Blitz one day as well. I don't necessarily know that requires as much. I don't know that I necessarily have a whole lot to teach there. It's just blitz a lot and have high total collection power. I mean, there's not really any strategy to that. So I don't know about that. We'll see. But definitely Dark Dimension next. And I think what I might do is put a new channel on the Mortytown Discord, link below, and see about like just taking suggestions, and let's just see what people want to see next, you know, because it's not for me, it's for y'all. You know, I'm not monetized, I'm a long way from it. Not looking to do this full time. This is just something I'm going to be doing around my 40-hour-a-week job. So, yeah, I'm just doing it for fun. Whatever it is you guys feel like you need to know the most about, I certainly will be glad to impart any knowledge I have in such a regard. And I've been through, you know, I'm almost done with Dark Dimension 3 now, so I've had 3 or 4 runs through DD2. I mean, I've got my sea legs under me on that mode. I don't like it. I don't really like Dark Dimension at all. I haven't enjoyed a single one of them. I think they're fucking terrible. But I do know how to kind of get them over with and put them in your rear view. Because that's what we all want, right? We want the rewards. So hello, if you're just joining us, welcome to Mortytown TV. Come on in, put on your favorite music, have a seat. Got any questions? Put them in the chat. If you want to ask me any questions off screen, Discord link in the description below. Or if you're just looking for resources, or I've put some screenshots of my roster there if you want to pour through those. Have a look at some of my toys. So let's see now. I love this symbiote team. What is up? Glad to see you, Morty. Glad to see you. So that is the new Discord in the description, is where all of the live streaming and video alerts are going to be going out from now on. I've been kind of spamming my Alliance Discord, so we're going to stop doing that. Let's get right on this medic. This might kill her. Yep. That works out though. Still pretty easy matchups. I think we're in tier 5. Are we in tier 5 yet? I think we're in tier 5. Rolling right along. Just trying to get them red stars. That's all we're doing tonight. Gonna do a good bit of it tomorrow too. More than likely we will have a morning stream tomorrow morning. Yeah, there we go. Hello, Mr. Dos Santos. Welcome back to the stream, sir. Glad to see you back. I always like to see viewers coming back. Come on in, put on some good music. Let's do some red star blitzing. That's what we're doing, at least. Ooh, yeah. Nick's Games, welcome back, sir. So for all of you just coming in, I have set up a new Discord for the channel. If you want to get a hold of me when I'm not streaming, you can find a link in the description below to the Mortytown Discord. And I've set up a number of areas there where we can all theorycraft and interface together. Definitely want to extend all that mess. Yeah, this is a good night for blitzing. Well, I hope that any tips that I have for you help you, sir. That's all I'm trying to do. I know I've been playing this a while, and I've gotten, I've gotten pretty successful at it. So I just felt like it was time to, just kind of engage with the community. I've been kind of a hidden figure all this time, and I've done a little streaming in the past, and I enjoyed it. It's just a hobby for me. I'm not trying to make a living at it, but it's cool to talk to new people, and just it's cool to just be that focused on the game all the time. It's gotten me excited about the game a little more. I mean, I was not unexcited about the game, but it's gotten me a little energized on it. I'm thinking about making a Dark Dimension video, and I don't even like Dark Dimension. It's not something that would have appealed to me until I started all this. Getting down toward the end of those city lanes. So I'm almost done with DD3. I've probably got another week at the rate I'm going. Try not to do too much refreshing and healing. Let's see here. Easy peasy. Love that 7 red star Black Panther. He can really get on a tear. Like, M'Baku doesn't even taunt on autoplay until turn 2. It's not like it's not even necessary. Hardly needed. Hardly needed at all. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do just a Dark Dimension video, top to bottom. I'm gonna talk about DD1, 2, and 3, and I don't think I'm gonna have to dwell for too long on any of them, right? I mean, Dark Dimension 1, it's pretty simple. Just as soon as you start getting characters to 6 stars, take them in there, right? Just start making daily progress with whoever you got, and keep farming. And then just put together the best team you can. Dark Dimension 2, it's all about Minerva, energy generation for Minerva, and keeping Minerva alive, and that's really it. And really the cosmic section of DD3 is much the same. Let's see here. Not one defenderish team. Let's see if they can probably take these Avengers. Not a strong team right now in the meta. Not a strong team at all. But yeah, I'm planning out the Dark Dimension. You know, I'm planning it out. I got to get my shit together on it, figure out an outline of everything I'm going to say. I don't want to be half-assing my way through it. I want to keep it to a nice tight 10 minutes or so. I got to get it all together. Put it in a backpack. Take it to the shit store. All right. I'll get there. I expect the Dark Dimension video. I've already started working on the thumbnail for it, so I expect it's probably going to hit sometime later this week. I'm going back to work tomorrow, so you know, don't expect an incredible amount of work on a daily basis, but because I'm going to keep the live stream going before all else, right? I mean, nothing's more important than that. That was a nice little string. I love pumpkin bombs. It's a pretty decent damaging effect. Yeah, the day I finished the cosmic phase of Dark Dimension 3, I had 0 city characters to gear tier 14. And the reason is I mean, I knew that was kind of going to happen because you need a lot of biomaterials to get. I was focused on Symbiote Spider-Man as anybody should be for that section, and I had decided that I was going to go ahead and spend a lot of my marrow extract, the bio mini unique, and I did it raising Corvus because I prioritize arena. I always prioritize arena, and Corvus is tearing shit up for me right now in arena, so I don't regret that decision. It only took me, thankfully. I don't think it would have took me too long to get that character together, but thankfully the very next day was that event, and so that pulled me out of that. Boom, next thing you know, bam, I got it, you know. So the events, both the Unity and even more so the Summer Fun event, have really been well timed for me, very well timed. Let's see here. Let's definitely go take on that hand. Who's scared of hand? I don't know. Maybe Ravagers. I mean, I guess Ravagers would get their ass kicked by hand.
For real times a million, buddy.
Good thing you did all them summons, bruh. Oh, yeah, let's just heal up. We'll get the free. Love those free attacks from Punisher.
Riggedy, wreck, son!
Now my gal pal hero brawler team, which looks like it may have a Squirrel Girl on it one day. I don't know shit about Squirrel Girl. I know Casino hates her. That's really all I really know about Squirrel Girl. Yeah, those events have been very useful. A lot of good T4 gear. A lot of good stuff. And the people who've been lucky enough to pull those super specials out of the fireworks orbs, it's not been me. I haven't got any, but I mean, I'm glad for them. It's going to be really helpful for them. Alright, so as usual, I want to get the summoner off the board now. Let's see about stripping that buff, that taunt. Perfect. Okay. So I'm just going to keep ignoring the healer and hitting the damage dealers. Because that healer stinks. Alright. Use them to get a little riggedy reg action going on. And there you go. The ladies handled that just fine. Of course, I think are we even in 6 yet? Are we even in 6? Just started 7. Okay, so that finished up 6. Oh, it's going to be a Young Avengers team? No kidding. I need to spend more time reading the blogs. I just don't have a lot of time. Not much at all. All right, so. Well, that sucks for my Psylocke and my Gamora, but so Squirrel Girl's not a brawler. She's a Young Avenger. I thought she was going to end up being a brawler. Let's go right at Captain Marvel. Thankfully, she did not go right at Scientist Supreme. Get our taunt going. Down with you, Hulk. Love it. Love it. Okay. Not bad for tier 7. Pretty strong team is AIM. They have some blind spots. You know, there's some teams they really can't take very well. A controller, is she? I literally know nothing about her. I've never read a single comic with a Squirrel Girl in it. I'll be honest, the name sounds kind of lame to me. But it's comics, right? So, hey man,
Wubba lubba dub dub.
I can roll with it. All right, just rolling through these teams. We're gonna get through this rotation. We'll probably go milestone out the other Orb Blitz. Yeah, a decent set of teams there. Let's go get those pun fenders. They're giving us a fight. Giving us a good fight. Oh, not my Johnny. No. No. Oh, God. Are we going down? Are we going down? Is this happening? Let's find out. Take it for me, Ben. Need some assists. I need Reed to kind of stay alive. This is bad. This is very bad. I have lost all of my DPSs. Oh, that was a nice little... I needed that. 91 is a pretty good while ago. It's 30 years ago. 29. I guess I had kind of stopped reading comics right before that. I was in, I was almost done with high school at that point. And I put down a lot of my nerdy ways in the interests of trying to attract women. But I went back to them later. It wasn't worth it. I was getting the wrong women. I like nerdy women. Alright, so we're going to have to either pull out a miracle here, or we're not going to pull out a miracle. Let's retreat and hold on to what we got. I would have liked to have been able to pull that out, but it was not meant to be. So we'll go back to that team later. Fantastic Four, certainly not a bad team, but that was just a big punch up on a beefy punt vendors, and didn't work out our way. Alright, so let's weaponize who against who. Let's try to get Thor gone. Yeah, alright. Stay alive just long enough to let me do that. Thank you very kindly. Anna Kendrick. She's a saucy little dish. Smart. Alright, let's see here. Get our taunt on. Smack Peter in the head. Smacking that Peter around. Stop it. You're being gross. Blood ale. Love my Heimdall. Love my Heimdall. Big blind bastard hits hard. Very hard. Let's go back to that Fantastic Four and give them a chance to redeem themselves, shall we? Because I think they need to show me a little something.
Real times a million, buddy.
You got it, Morty. Alright, so, let's try to get Ghost Rider out of here. Hi, Frank. I'm doing pretty good. We are doing great here in Mortytown. We're just rolling through some Red Star blitzes. By the way, we have a new channel Discord set up that's link in the description if you're interested. It's a place that you can reach us when we're off camera, right? During the day, whatever it may be. And just as a general hangout for fans of the channel, I'm going to be pinging updates when I go live there, that kind of thing. couple of announcement channels at the top. Got some bots set up for that. You know, Thomas, I've already beat Gold Rush Tier 12. I did it off camera. I'm very sorry. And I did use some symbiotes to do it. I did. I used some symbiotes. I used Ghost Rider. Who else did I use? I can't remember now. And it wasn't too bad. It took me a couple of swipes at it, and I had it done. So I'm actually done with all challenges now. I got them all finished. All right, now it's time for Inhumans. So we're just looking to get through one rotation, and what that'll do is it'll get us into Tier 8 for the Blitz, which is where we're going to want to be for the second rotation, where we'll actually start earning the big points. So there's nothing we can do. Black Widow's going to stealth. Best thing we can do for ourselves, spread some slows around. Just kind of set everybody up to die here in a minute when we start the AE train. Like so. And then that stealth doesn't help you. Just doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and get Captain America off the board so he's not regenerating energy or using his synergies with Iron Man. It's the only time Iron Man does decent damage. That, or if he has a rescue behind him. Yeah, I'll try to remember exactly who I took in there. Commander Graves. Let's do it, Commander Graves. So we're getting down toward the end of this first Blitz rotation. We're doing the Red Star Blitz, and we'll have this wrapped up pretty shortly. Oh, no, you probably know better than me. You've been telling me a team to use. But I gave myself a little time. I didn't stream this morning, and I did some work. I put together the Discord channel. I definitely spent some time working on thumbnails for the upcoming Dark Dimension video, and I'm not sure exactly which way I'm going with that, but added in a few new play toys with my stream deck. You're building up quick, my friend. You're building up quick. I love it. All right. Easy peasy. Keep them points coming. Getting up toward 2 million. Starting to look a little more respectable now. And this is just the first rotation. The second rotation will score way higher. Let's go with the Brawler team. Yeah, Miles and Ghost Rider. That's exactly right. That's who it took. Oh, I feel you, Bust a Move. I love that name, by the way. I was an 80s kid. Welcome to the stream. I don't think we've ever met. I'm back. So yeah, I'm impressed. Free to play, you must have started back around release to be in Dark Dimension 3 by now. It's pretty impressive, man. I've always loved the guys that have been free to play since day one and have done it well. There's some really competitive free to play players out there. Yeah, and that was the crunch I got into. Is I started getting close to the end of Cosmic, and I did not have enough bio gear to really get the symbiotes going yet, you know. Well, I mean, Captain Marvel is a character that can really get plugged in a lot of different places and work well. I have always, not always, but I have largely enjoyed using her in a hero brawler team. She fits in really well there. But then at the same time, there are other good places you can put her. You can plug her in on damn near any team, and she's gonna make it better if you put her in a DPS spot. Like you could, if you don't have a very good Killmonger, you could put her in Killmonger's spot in Wakanda, and they do better. That's not even a good example. There's certainly better teams you could put her on, but I'm just saying that, like, there's hardly a bad place to put her. She's just really good DPS, and what really is great about it is her burst DPS, because she comes out turn one and just drops the hammer on people. And what you could do is maybe pair her with Rocket and Star-Lord, so that you would have 3 big hitters right off the bat. I remember doing some of that early on, because they just all come out of the gate with big damage, and it really helps you to just take one of those enemies off the board, possibly 2, at your leisure before. So then they're in a 4v5 or a 3v5 before they even get to take a turn. Like, it's pretty effective. All right, let's go against those. Let's hope these defenders don't wreck us like the last ones. Yeah, Captain Marvel is good on the Ultimates team. If you wanted to put her on the Kree Ultimates team, that's a very solid home for her, no doubt. But if you're that early in the game, you probably don't have Ultimates, so. Alright, let's just go ahead and give everybody defense up to get ready for Punisher, who's about to shoot all of us. And that should mitigate that damage. And we're going to try to take out Danny Rand. Yeah, we weathered that fine. Yeah, I would, if nothing else, I'd look to use her in Arena. If you're that early on and you got a good one, if she's fairly decently leveled for your level, then yeah. Captain Marvel is pretty strong. Like I say, that burst damage out of the gate right when you start is hard to counter. Because there's a lot of teams that can be completely negated by that, right? If you go up against the BKT team, you kill Minerva. They're done. They're over with. You go up against a big punt vendor team, you kill Iron Fist. They're done. You know, you go up against AIM, you kill Scientist Supreme. They're done, right? I mean, you can really get on top of a team with that out of the gate damage like that. That looks like that's not a terrible combination, but it ain't gonna hold up to our Black Order. So this is my arena team. This is my 500K Black Order. This is really the 5-man that is ruling the roost in arena right now, and I couldn't name you one better. All right, so most of those offensive downs hit. I'm going to hold off. I don't mind that he's got taunt up right now, so I'm going to hold off and wait and see what they do next. I might have some blinds on me to flip here shortly. Yeah. I mean, like I say, it's a great team. It's been helping me stay in the top 3 in arena. I mean, really, I got the best one in my shard, so it's basically like I'm top 3 every day. But if I actually log in at the right time and attack, then I'm pretty well guaranteed a number 1. It's just a matter of timing. You know, do I get busy during that 15-minute period during the day? Because it's the same time every day, right? I mean, that's the thing to do when you're competing at the top range of arena. Is you hang out in the top 5, and then at the last 5 minutes, you hit that number 1 guy, and you try to finish him off with just like a minute or 2 left tops, so that nobody else has time to kill you. That's how you get yourself a number 1. So let's grab up all these red stars, and that's all of our milestones, and we got 2 million points scored for our opening rotation. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. That's not where I want to end up when this is all said and done, because I want me some red star orbs, but that'll get us going good for now. So let's back out of here and open those red star orbs. Since everybody else is seeming to getting really lucky today with theirs, I'm eager to see what I can get. I'm betting it's all dupes, but that's okay, because that gets us a little more progress toward... Did I farm the store today? My gosh, I did not. We need to do this right now, and then we'll open orbs. How did I miss the store? This is one of the most important aspects of high-end gameplay, and really, honestly, even low-end gameplay. If you try to farm up gear tier 13 and get yourself into DD2, you really need to be coming over here and farming these stores as much as you can every day. In the interest of that, I'm gonna peel back, and I'm gonna refresh a couple times, just the 50s, and see if I can get any mini uniques that I'm looking for. Definitely will always take more catalysts. I need some skill gear, so we'll take that. And should probably do it there. I'm good on the cloth, so we'll refresh. More cloth. I'll take the phosphates. And I definitely will take those alpha flight ciphers. That's one of the things I'm looking for, as well as these syringes. Alright, so that's all I'm going to refresh there. Let's see now. Alright, we'll take that. Don't think I need cytoplasms. I'm good on that. And I'm pretty good on cases, so we'll let that ride. Alright, so I got enough for a couple of Kingpin vaults, and I don't really need any of the characters that are in the arena store, so we're going to grab those. And then let's see now, nothing here. Let's take a look at the war store real quick. You can often find some goodies in there. I don't have enough tickets to buy anything though, so let's just move on. Good choices, but I'm gonna hang on. I'm saving all this. I'm gonna see what it looks like when I get to the end of Dark Dimension 3. But right now I think I'm just really only interested in spending these on Black Order. To keep myself on top of arena, because I mean I got them to 500k, but if I can get them up around 550, I'll feel pretty happy about that. Because these guys that I'm competing with in my arena, they're right behind me. The next guy, I'm 500k, the next guy's 450, and then there's like a guy's 440, and they're coming up, right? They're not stopping. So if I slow down and I let off the gas, they're going to catch up to me. Alright, so we got a 20 energy to spend. We can just bank that. That's not a big deal there. So let's get back into the Blitz. Pretty sure we're good on raid. Yeah, we're good on raid. I'm already done with that U7. Got my lane cleared. And the rest of that energy we'll save till morning. Oh, Frank, that is 100% happening. It's not really happening in my shard, but it's happening. I don't dispute that at all. I've had guys in my shard that it Looks like maybe they're doing that, but they're not doing it consistently enough. And the guys that were doing it, they don't have black orders, so they're back here behind. They're back behind the pack. They're not getting to number 1 anymore. So it's not really too big of an issue for me, but it does happen, absolutely. So let's go ahead and get these 4 red star orbs opened. I'm predicting 4. I'm predicting 4 dupes, but hopefully 4 good big dupes. Not so far. So I don't think we're gonna get an Elite 4 from the looks of things. Well, never mind. We might. Come on. Oh yeah, we're there. We just might. So let's open that sucker up, and we're not anywhere close to an Elite 5. We're getting close to a 6, and we got one dupe's worth of credit for a 7. I don't know when I'm ever going to get to open that 7, but I'm looking forward to that day. So here we go. Here's open. Nah, nothing. We've already got that. So that's just a little more progress on my next Elite 5. What they're doing is they are essentially, one guy gets first place, and then another guy is lurking somewhere in that top 5 or 6, and then toward the end of the match, or toward the end of the reward period, when everybody starts kind of trying to snipe number 1, he starts a fight with the guy at number 1 and doesn't win. He just times out. He just holds on to it as much as he can, or he'll start to fight but then not initiate it, and then back out and start to fight again but not initiate it, and then when there's just a few minutes left, he initiates it but then doesn't win. And so that lets his buddy get number 1 without anybody coming and knocking him off. And they have to coordinate this pretty well. It's not a foolproof plan by any means. But it can work. It can work. And then what they do is that guy takes number 1, and the other guy holds off everybody for him. Because if they're in the middle of that fight, the other people can't attack that number 1 guy. And there's a little bit of that. Every now and then I won't be able to attack the number 1 guy, and I can't really say that's why it happened, but it happens some. It happens some. More days than not, I go in there about 6 minutes out and I hit the guy and I got no problem, So it's not a real bad thing on my shard, but I've heard people complaining about it a lot, and I got no reason to think that it's not happening. I have every reason to believe them because I've seen some evidence of it myself. So back to Blitz. We'll see if anybody knocked us off of Arena, in fact. Nah, we're still sitting there. So, okay. Probably not going to get any more Arena fights in today. So let's go and let's run through this Orb Assault and try to get the milestones, since we have some Blitz credits to spare. So hello, if you're just joining us. My name's Vac. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. Welcome to Mortytown TV. It's a pretty cowardly way to go about competition. I don't care for it. And thankfully, the only people on my shard who are looking to do it can't really compete with me. And if you can't hold down number 1, then you can't do that shit. So, Nate, what's up, buddy? Glad to see you, man. See, you were raising your X-Men. Oh, yeah. So again, we got a new Discord. If you'd like to get a hold of us when we're not streaming, link in the description. Open to everybody. Come on in, make yourself at home. There's a place there to ask me questions. There's a place to brag about your roster. Just whatever you want to do, man. We got it. We got it. Come on in and hang out in our general chat, Blips and Chits, which I couldn't think of any other name to make it. Certainly not a better one. Certainly not a better one. So come on in, hang out, play some Roy, chill at Blitz and Chits. I wish we had Roy. We don't have Roy, but still. This guy's taking Roy off the grid. get this medic. So congratulations on the 6 red star pull. That's a nice pull. Yeah, that's a terrible team to build around Thor. Let's get that one. So we just want to roll through here, get our milestones. This probably won't take too long. And then we'll get back on the red star and do another rotation. I think I'm going to sit back down. So we'll just point them at Thor and let them go. All right, just a quick little bit of adjustment here. Monitor and camera. Love it. I love it. So let's get to it. Just want to keep these blitz matches rolling. Keep these chimichangas coming in. And get all of these milestones. Definitely. Get everybody stealth before Punisher goes off. There we go. That's what we want to see. Just dodge, dodge, dodge. Get Rocket out of here before he can do too much damage. Reaper next. Oh. Still think we're going to be fine. Oh yeah, we're definitely fine.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
Getting there. Couple more fights. Here's my Avengers team. Probably one of the better Avengers I've fielded since they were the meta, which was 2 years ago. It has long since left them behind. But adding Vision back onto the teams is not bad. It's not bad. It's not great. It's still not a meta team. But they're a little better than they were. Alright, healers, it's just you and me now. You maybe should have kept those people alive, huh? There's 2 of y'all. It's only the one thing I can say to those healers.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
I haven't really tested that. I don't really get too squirrely with them past like 5 or 6, Frank. And I don't know how long I'd autoplay them. I mean, I kind of just play it by ear as I'm watching. It's not that great a team, right? They're a mid-range team at best. So I wouldn't feel comfortable past 5 or 6 tops. Start getting up into 6, 7, and 8. And, then you're looking at good punch-ups, and that's hard for that team. They can do some pretty good punch-acrosses, but punch-ups, they're just really not built for that. They're not deep enough in the meta for that. There are just so many teams around that can take them to task, and like a lot of really easy-to-get teams can take them to task. So unfortunately, like I was saying, like a lot of the really iconic characters from Marvel were put into the game early, and because of that, power creep has just left them all behind. They're all really in bad need of reworks. Oh wait, did we get that? I think we might have got that. No, we still got one more. 40,000 more points. Yeah. Oh, man. So let's get right in on them. Take care of their heals and their reses, and probably the rest will fall into place. Get our taunt up. Summon some fillers. If we're lucky, we can kill Punisher before he goes off. Nice. Nice. I remember when you could not win in Arena unless you had a crossbones. And now he's just so terrible. His explosion used to be the most dangerous thing in the game, and now it just sort of hits like a damn wet noodle. Alright, so that should finish up all the milestones. There we go. And so that's all we need out of Orb Assault. So now we'll back out of here and get back to Red Star blitzing. So we don't want to use that team. We might be able to use Guardians if we can find a good matchup. That looks like it's doable. And if it's not, we back out, we move on. It's not a big deal. Main thing is you keep your 8-3 going. 8-3 equals, I mean, at the power level all of my teams are at, which are roughly equivalent, you know, like in the 380 to 500 range. It's 100k points a fight and change. And, you just want to keep that going. Having to rebuild up costs you a lot of points, and more than it would be just backing out and trying again. So let's top off the old health. Oh, what am I doing? He's disrupted. Alright. We should have probably cleared that with Groot. But it's pretty important to get his defense up. So on anybody you can. I don't know if it's going to be that critical in this particular fight, but that's just generally good strategy. Because you'll face stuff like that. Rocket. Can get it going now. They gave me a little more fight than I anticipated. There we go. Let's go ahead and clear all these debuffs. There's not much heal to that. Just think of that ultimate of his as just purely as a buff cleanse or a debuff cleanse. It's really the most of what it does. Alright, let's finish off Luke. And then we can just sort of take down Logan here at our leisure. Hit him with that single target, get the taunt up on Groot again. Blind him just for the hell of it, but it's not really necessary. And moving on. So that's 108, right? So if you have 10 plus teams that can handle 8-3, then you're looking at about 1,000,000 points per rotation. And that's how you really get that, and a lot of persistence is how you really get those big points jacked up. All right, let's see if these Marauders can handle Pun Fenders. That I don't know about. This is not the best offensive team. But it helps to have Ultron on the team. Did she just one-shot that Iron Fist? Did she just one-shot? Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. So let's get some bots down. We'll start buffing up. Getting prepped to take out the rest of these guys. Let's clone that Daredevil. There we go. All right. Pretty good shape now. Let's throw some heals out. Daredevil is doing the deeps. Let's get that taunt out the way. Either of the squishies is a valid target here. Daredevil is doing most of the DPS, but then JJ is passing out energy, and so that's worth getting off the board as well. Probably goes down a little easier than DD when you factor in his dodges. All right, and now we're just pretty much, we can autoplay that from there. Rolling right along. All right, let's see who can our X-Force team beat in 8-3, huh? Let's see. This here just random selection of characters probably can be done. Probably can be done. Okay, so let's go right at Mordo. And ability block him. There we go. Then we'll come with some heal blocks. Ouch. But Cable stayed up. He stayed up, but there's not a lot of healing on this team. Some barriering. Barriering. I think that's right. Let's get Rocket. Oh, I didn't kill him. Are you kidding me? That did. Little fast speed hacky sack. There we go. Little shotgun to the face. And this team is really starting to come around. They are really coming together. All together in a backpack. They really are starting to hit their stride. Now that I've got them coming up toward 400K. I actually that is one of the sound bites that I could download and get into the game. It doesn't seem to work as well as some of the Morty and Rick sound bites. I really am thinking about that Alan Train guy from the Revengers. You know, that doo all aboard, motherfucker. You know, that sound bit might be pretty funny. I got a couple I'm thinking about adding in. Oh, look at this team. Boomer. Okay, Boomer. Keep Summer safe. Great episode. That was the Microverse, Miniverse, Tinyverse episode, I think, with Stephen Colbert. Great episode. All right. Yeah, I mean, I love this game, and I love Marvel, and I've loved all the movies. But when we were making our alliance, we thought, well, you know, like everybody's going with, you know, like there's like I've seen about 300 different variations on the Avengers. There's an entire cluster of X-Force, right? So we thought, well, it's a little too on the nose. Like, let's go with something that isn't Marvel. So my brother and I, who founded this guild, we're big fans of the show Rick and Morty. So that's the direction we decided to go. Keep Summer safe. Symbiotes, who have I got they can take here? I mean, maybe. Definitely not X-Men plus Ultron, that's for sure. Let's try this Pun Fenders team. All right. If we can get these, resisted. I need some debuffs to spread around, dude. This might be a little tough with this big a punch up. But we'll see. Nope, didn't get the defense down either. Oh my God. I'm getting wrecked. Wow, there went Carnage. But there's always the possibility that Symbiote Spider-Man just solos the whole thing. It's happened. Not like this. All right, yeah, that's bad. So we're gonna retreat out of there. We got, and it was not good. That's doable. But that's the chance you take on 8-3. They're all massive punch-ups. Summers, where are my balls? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, oh man, I love that show. I'm looking forward to. I have not watched season 4, and I'm looking forward to. I'm going to do a rewatch of everything before I do. No need for a Winds of Watombs. Let's knock out the enemy, Doctor Strange. We'll extend all that. That should finish off Frank. So you get one matchup that's just super hard, and you get another matchup that you just roll right through, man. You just roll right through. Now we'll Winds of Watombs. Equalize some health. That should pretty much make sure he dies. Oh, this will definitely do it. And that was kind of a rout. Kind of a rout. Wakanda, not really what I consider an 8-3 team. But they might be able to beat that. They might be able to beat that. They're pretty decent with my. If you have a really high Red Star Black Panther, that's a very critical element. You want your DPS to typically be your highest power, because then they can, they're doing their job better. Like the tank can tank regardless, typically. He's got, similar amounts of armor and hit points regardless of what you do there. Just you don't want to let him lag too far behind, but the tank should usually be the last guy, and then either a DPS or a controller should be the highest. All right, so let's try to get Gamora off the board first, I guess. And with that done, let's get Mantis. I don't like her stun, and of course her healing is fairly good. Get that taunt going on M'Baku. See, she stunned T'Challa, cost him a turn. But we're in pretty good shape. We're in pretty good shape. Go off. And that's what he'll do. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. So this will all hopefully push us up around 3 million, and I'll be satisfied with that and go to bed. We'll be, as much time as I have tomorrow, I'll be using it to push this as well. I don't think I really should mess around with that. I don't like any of that either. That's doable. I'm thinking about getting some Mr. Meeksy stuff, but I'm not sure. It's a pretty high-pitched voice. It can be kind of annoying. All right. Love it. That's what I needed. That's what I'm talking about with Captain Marvel, man. She can just come out of the gate and wreck things. All right. So, yeah, we probably do want to go Punisher next. So we'll just go straight with her middle ability or special. It does the most damage. And that should be able to finish off Punisher. And then we'll go after Daredevil. Which I usually tend to lean toward Daredevil. I like to get DPS off the field. But if JJ is more hurt at that point, I'll go her first. Didn't strip any buffs. That's one of those things that happens in a big punch-up. Sometimes you have to be able to do it without your status effects. Why you taunt me, Luke? Oh God, is this thing gonna go wrong on us? Is this gonna go wrong on us? Is this all gonna go bad because of a taunt? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, save me, God. I'm so sorry, God. Save me. Yeah.
Yes! You God, not today, bitch!
Yeah, military team. I mean, you got a little room to experiment that early. You know, you can just kind of go with what works for you. It looks doable. Oh, we're over 2 hours. We'll get this rotation done. We'll shut it down. All right, let's see now. I'd like to get Ant-Man done before he slows all of us, but I don't know if we're going to be able to put that much DPS out right off the bat. Oh, yeah, we're good. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Never mind. I knew it the whole time. Pass some slows around. We might as well go after Wolverine then, since he's got the defense down. Let's do some healing. Try to keep Monstrosity alive. So hello if you're just joining us. My name is Vac. Welcome to Mortytown TV. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. Rolling through the last of my second Blitz rotation of the night on Red Stars. Just trying to jack up that score to about 3 million before I go to bed to get myself started for the Blitz. And we'll finish it up tomorrow. We're going to aim to try to get up around at least 7, you know, something in that area. Which, you know, Blitz is all about having massive total collection power. That's really... do I think it's worth it? Oh, yeah. Oh, surely, man. It's worth it. This Chimichanga event's been a really good event. And especially if you can get those orbs opened today. I think they changed them back. They're changing them to how they wanted them to be tomorrow. But right now, today, there's still those super rares that you can pull out of there. I mean, it's unlikely. I haven't pulled a 1, and I've opened a lot. But still, they're great orbs. You know, you're going to be getting a lot of T4 orange gear. And, man, I mean, that stuff's just hard to get. Like, this has been a really good event. I can't complain about it. The Unity event, it was really hard. I got that one done too, but I know most people didn't, and I could see how that would leave a sour taste in their mouths. I got it done. I mean, I needed all of that bio gear to get myself going in Dark Dimension 3, so I'm happy to have done it, but the Chimichanga one was more fun and a little easier. That looks doable. That looks doable. So anyway, yeah, if you're new here, I hope you like what you see. You know, if you do, feel free to subscribe. Come on back anytime. We're doing 2 streams a day, both at the 9 o'clock hour Eastern Standard Time. 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. I will occasionally, 1 or 2 days a week, skip the morning session to get some other kind of work done. This morning I was cutting my grass, recruiting people, and working on the new Discord channel, which links in the description below, by the way, if you'd like to join our Discord. I got a channel there that is just purely Ask Vac. You can just show up there and ask me anything you'd like to know, and we'll either myself or a knowledgeable Morty will get you an answer to that question. Because we're just trying to help people get through their Marvel Strike Force journeys as well as they can. Now that I'm close to the end of mine, I don't mean like I'm going to be done playing, but my room for advancement is shortening with every passing day. So without the daily advancement kind of thing, that kind of carrot, I just wanted to make some videos and play around with live streaming and talk to people, and I've really been enjoying it. Right now it is 11:18 p.m. where I live. I am on Eastern Standard Time in the eastern half of the United States. Yeah, I'm basically here. I mean, I have long since finished up the milestones for chimichangas, but I'm just picking up more chimichangas with these blitzes because I want red stars, so I might as well do them both. And I'll buy some when I get done here. I'll buy some firework orbs with them because that's T4 gear. I love T4 gear. I got more characters that I want to get to 14. I think I have like 16 characters, I believe it is, at gear tier 14 right now. Oh, so you're in Central Time. Gotcha, down in Brazil. Yeah, I was born and raised in North Alabama, but I work for a big automotive company, a major American manufacturer, and I've had to move all over the country chasing that job. So I don't live in Alabama anymore, but I am still on Alabama is actually Central Time Zone. I'm north of Alabama now, up in Louisville, and it's Eastern here. Yeah. Oh, so you're ahead of me. Okay, so you're on the east coast of Brazil then. I gotcha. Okay. So you are east of me. I hear it's lovely down there. Somebody told me once that everybody should see Rio at some point or another. I think we can do Guardians. Let's do this. Them Seminoles. Nothing but respect. Nothing but respect. I think y'all should have gone to the SEC. That was just how I feel about it. But more power to you. Great program y'all got down there, no doubt about it. Yeah, I have been getting. I mean, basically, it all blew up when I made some posts on Facebook, and basically just put myself out there like, hey, I'm streaming. I'm here I am. This is who I am. This is where I'm ranked. If you got any questions, hit me up, and just to engage with the community. And yeah, I've had a lot of international. I mean, hell, I just recruited a guy the other day that's an Irishman. I was talking to a really nice Scotsman the day before that. Egypt, talked to people from India. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. I've gone a little more international than I usually do with my gaming. I have some European and some friends over in Australia that I game with some. Oh, I have heard Sao Paulo is nice. I have also heard that Rio can be dangerous, yeah. Yeah, I don't really follow the round ball, Frank. Like Alabama, man, that's just like basketball is what if we have a receiver that can't really, if you got a receiver that can't really catch well, you send him off to the basketball team. Oh, you're tall, all right, yeah. No, we've had some good basketball programs. It's just we don't have a lot of fan support for it. It's all football, man. All football. I mean, don't get me wrong. We enjoy the baseball team too, but my dad used to go down there to Florida every year for spring training. Bye-bye, Venom. But yeah, COVID's put a kink in all of our plans, you know. I mean, it's freed up more money for Marvel Strike Force for me, but I would like to go back to doing some of my old hobbies that I've had to abandon. I used to really like going to sporting events. I used to really like going down to my favorite comedy club and getting a drink. Was she blinded? Damn it. Ah. Let's finish off Peter. There we go. You know, there was a time there that I was a Seattle. I'm not an NFL guy at all. I don't really. I prefer college football. But there was a time that I was kind of a passing Seattle Seahawks fan, and that was 100% because of a guy named Sean Alexander, whose jersey is hanging on my wall over there where you can't see it. But he was a fantastic running back at Alabama who went on to a long and fruitful career in the NFL, playing mostly for Seattle. I have a signed Alabama jersey. I don't have a lot of NFL paraphernalia in my house. So, all right, so let's see here. That should be an easy win for our power armor. Just moving through this as best we can. I can see somebody just sent me a direct message in Discord. If that was one of y'all, I'll get to you as soon as I get this thing wrapped up. I'm going to keep the action rolling for now. Oh, let's see here. Okay. Might have been one of my guys. I got 23 good Mortys with me, and I try to take care of them all. If we get any more interest on recruiting, I'm going to consider starting a second alliance and turning this into a cluster. But we're not there yet. Damn, Hulk. No problemo. Oh, yeah, that's probably you then, Frank. I'll get you as soon as I'm done, brother. All right, 3 more teams to go. DD3, I hope you mean to say. Probably, I don't know, man. Like, I got like 3 more nodes to go. And the way those last 3 nodes usually go, I'm guessing a week. Be somewhere in that area. It's hard to judge. It's my first attempt through. And I've only got 3 characters out of 5, right? Like, I'm almost done with Kingpin, right? I got a 7 Red Star Kingpin. I'm almost got him to Gear Tier 14. And so putting him in there is probably going to really help speed things along. I mean, I could shorten it up if I just wanted to whale out a little bit, but that's not where I like to spend my money, right? That stuff's going to be there when I get there. There's not any need to be in that huge a rush. I want the rewards, but I've already raised the characters that I need to be successful in Arena, so the rest are just, it doesn't matter that much. I mean, we're a Gold 2 Alliance in War, and me personally, with my roster, I'm probably ready for way higher than that. So, I'm not like struggling to get my my war teams ready or anything like that. So all I'm really concerned about right now is just staying on top of arena, making sure I keep getting those 500 cores a day, and just helping my my alliance push through to the next milestone. I'm trying right now to get us to 100% on U7 so that we can move to the next difficulty, that kind of thing. I'm really more focused on team goals than individual goals, I guess, right now. Oh, look, man. Cyclops left. Nope, never mind. I was going to say Cyclops left somebody for Phoenix to kill, but no. I rarely ever get to use my Phoenix ultimate anymore. It's almost like that team is so stacked that she's halfway wasted, right? Used to be that was the end of the fight, is when Phoenix dropped the bomb. But now, like, hell, it doesn't even get to that point half the time. Better than half the time. All right, so last team. Nope, next to last team. Next to last team. And I think this will get us maybe 3 million and change on the blitz. All right, let's see here. Right at... Okay, against these guys, I like to go ahead and just put the defense ups on everybody first turn instead of summoning with Fury, because then we'll have those defense ups when Punisher, does his bit, and we'll be able to sustain the damage a lot better. And that way we don't have to worry about going straight at Punisher. We can just go straight at Iron Fist, which pretty much settles the match at that point. Now we'll get Punisher, because we can't start Daredevil until we get Punisher. See, we'll just heal up from that pretty easy. No problemo. Alright. Yeah, we'll go with Daredevil. He's a little more hurt and he doesn't have that counterattack. There we go. We'll eat that counterattack on the tank. That's always the best move. And then we just need to wear down Luke. We can do that hands-free. Oh, yeah. Feels good, man. Definitely feels good. Oh, no, we're higher than I thought. So that puts us at 3.6 million. So we may be pushing, we'll be pushing 4 when we go to bed here. It won't be 4. We're just going to do this one more fight. Black Order. Let's see, 599, 590, 595. I think they'll be able to destroy any of these teams, right? So I'm just going to pick the team that has the highest power, which is going to be this Captain Bligh guy right here. So we'll have to face a Phoenix and a Captain Marvel. This is going to be a tough team, but I think that my Black Order can pull this off. I actually really haven't lost with my Black Order to anybody but another Black Order. They're just, since they got the couple of bug fixes that they needed after release, seems like everybody's releasing with bugs. But once all that got fixed, they've been incredible. So broken, I know, right? So let's go. We're going to go at the left side of the field. We're just going to avoid Phoenix. We want to save her for last. I'd like to get Captain Marvel out of there first. So we'll hit that left side, soften them up a little bit. We're going to hit Captain Marvel with his offense down. There we go. That's perfect. It got all the way around to Phoenix. I'm thrilled with that. So I'm going to hold off on flipping any buffs. I'm going to wait until things change there. Thank goodness. Thank goodness he didn't die from that. All right, and then we'll add some more defense ups. This team does a lot of damage from counterattacks. Now, unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to kill her. All right, thankfully, well, she'll die from the bleeds, unfortunately. So we'll reapply taunt. And now I'm going to flip, right? I'm going to get rid of all that stealth. And so before she heals up, I'm going to get Captain Marvel and take her off the board. All right. Now we really need to focus down this Phoenix before she can do too much damage to us. So I'm going to target Deadpool here so I can hit 3 people with that ability. And then we'll put the power couple on Phoenix. And then this should maybe finish her off. Let's see how we do here. Oh, we got a snap coming. That's a snap. For sure. What happened there? Oh, everybody but one. Okay. Somehow I thought the snap only happened when you killed everybody. That confused me. I don't know. It's weird. And the snap animation only seems to work in ×2. Doesn't work in ×1, doesn't work in ×3, or it goes too fast in ×3 to see it. I don't know. It's weird. I wish they would fix that. But on the whole, their animation game does seem to be stepping up. They're doing pretty good at it. Okay, so that puts us at 3-7. You know what? Let's just do this team 2 more times and get ourselves to 4 million before we knock off. What do you say? What do you say? All right, let's semi. What is? I don't know what that. Inhuman X-Force. I don't know what that is. Somebody we're gonna kill. Somebody we're gonna kill. A couple of more of these should put us over the hump. Get us to 4 million. It's a nice good round number for the first day. And then if I can just double that tomorrow, and I should hopefully have time, then yeah, we'll be in great shape. I don't know exactly where I'll place in the blitz. I'm not the kind of guy who worries about that too much. I just blitz with what time I have and take what I get. But as I've gotten my roster into the upper stratosphere, I've been much more competitive, even with the limited amount of time I sometimes have. Because let's flip that buff. Because the TCP, man, it's all about collection power in this mode. Stronger teams equals stronger opponents equals more points. Just as simple as that. I see a lot of players, younger players, newer players that are like, how can anybody score 3 million in blitz? And I'm like, I do it in one rotation, right? I mean, without even trying. Like, you just need a stronger roster. And it seems like a lot of people who are strong and people who are new, a lot of people seem to forget that not everyone playing this game is them. And their experiences are not exactly the same. Like, I had a guy lambasting me for hoarding orbs. And I'm like, half the orbs in this game don't give me anything. Like, what do you expect me to do? Just open something that ain't worth nothing? Like, I'm going to give me a bunch of Ultimus shards that I don't need? Like, I'll just hang on to them for an event. It's not my fault that they haven't updated orbs, I mean, I don't expect them to always focus on the first whale problems. I really feel like they should take more time streamlining the experience for new players. But still, every now and then there's a first whale problem that I find annoying. The one I'm most happy that they have fixed or got ahead of, actually, is the arena. There's a lot of days I don't get to make 2 arena attacks. They're basically just mad that they didn't have 100 of them and they didn't get to, I had 200 orbs. They're just mad they didn't finish the milestones in one day, I guess. I don't know. People are just petty sometimes, man. People are just petty sometimes. Probably should avoid that. Let's get Punisher with this offense down. Yes, sir. I can absolutely do Sinister 6. I don't know how well they're going to do in 8-3, but we'll give it a shot. I'm going to hang on to that flip. It's not time to flip yet. I'm going to wait for Luke to do his bit first, and that'll be turn 2. So we'll buff up. We'll see if they even live that long. There goes Iron Fist. Get rid of JJ since she's the lowest health. Now we're going to flip all that mess. Power couple him. There we go. I love those basics on the power couple. I do real well in versus matches with those two, Proxima and Corvus. Because like I'll build another team that's not Black Order, right? But if I have characters on there that I know that the guy I'm playing, which is usually Nate, really wants to ban, characters like a Phoenix or a Black Bolt or somebody like Yo-Yo, somebody like that. I know they're wanting to get rid of those characters, but then I'll throw in a Proxima and a Corvus, and then they're really, because those characters are way better if they're both on the same team. So then they're like, well, do I ban Black Bolt, who's about to tear me up, or do I ban one of these two married couple right here who are about to tear me up? And I give them a poor choice essentially. What do you say, Alex? Welcome back to the stream, buddy. Okay, so Sinister Six for our Brazilian friend, Mr. Dos Santos. So they're way back here. So my Sinister Six is just shy of 360, and not my best team by far. Mostly what I use them for is taking on big pun fender teams in war. They'll punch up real good on pun fenders, not really so much anybody else. So they got a decent chance of winning this fight, even though that's 140k punch up. That's difficult for a team that isn't like a great meta team. So I don't know if they'll pull this off or not. They sometimes can in war. We'll give it a shot. I got nothing to lose. We're just going to back out if it doesn't go right. But they do well. Like they have all these bonuses versus City that were really intended to be about the Spider-Verse characters. But the team that they see on War Defense most often that applies to is easily Defenders. So we're going to start it up with a Vulture. We're kind of wanting to really focus on. See, they're putting it to us already. Yeah. We're really wanting to put it to. I don't think we're gonna make it. See, that's where she taunts. She's gonna put it on us now. We're in trouble. We're in danger. And in fact, we're going to have to run before we lose our 8-3 and face a defeat. But Sinister Six is not a team that I would suggest you go super heavy on. But they are a team that I suggest you develop if you're early in the game, because they'll get you 2 legendaries, right? I don't think they're a team that you're really going to want to use in an arena. They're not a team that you're going to want to use very highly in Blitz. But they will serve you well in war. And, of course, they'll most serve you by opening up Invisible Woman and Shuri. Which is mainly why you want to raise them, right? So, I've got them to 360, and I'll probably will continue to push them on up to 400 at some point. But I wouldn't prioritize that where IU unless you're, around the same range that I'm at. It's probably something you can hold off on for a long time. It's a good team. I don't think they can beat. Here's the thing. I think a Sinister Six can punch across and beat a regular old Shield team, right? Like maybe a Fury Shield team. But if it's Fury and Coulson, I don't think they can. Not in my experience. Not at all. In fact, the best teams for countering Shield in its current state, like a good Shield with a Fury and a Coulson, the very best teams for doing that. I mean, aside from the obvious meta teams, right? Like Black Order will roll them, sure. Inhumans will do well against them too as well. But if you want to use you want to save them really. You don't want to blow them on Shield, even though they can take them. You want to blow them for they're better at countering the harder defensive teams like Mercs and Hydra, right? So for Shield, what I like to do is I like to use my Supernatural team is pretty good, right? I wouldn't say completely consistent, maybe 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, sometimes they'll drop, but better than 50% of the time, they'll punch up on Shield and take them down. And the way that really works is that Shield will come out and kill one or two of them right off the bat. And then Ghost Rider, you want a strong Ghost Rider for this to work. They'll come out and kill, Elsa and Wanda. And then Ghost Rider will make them pay for it big time, right? He gets these big retaliatory attacks. And then Doctor Strange just brings them right back. He resurrects them, and then the next thing you know, you're up on top of them, where they start off on top of you, but then you turn it around on them. So it's a pretty good team for that. But you're walking a fine line, right? If things go wrong, it can go wrong bad. So the best team that I've found to counter Shield is this new configuration of Brotherhood. These guys rock Shield's world. I mean, they wreck them. They wreck them. It ain't even close. So that's the best team. That's the best team for building up and to take down as a counter to Fury Shield teams. That's in my estimation. Certainly if you go up here to the top of my roster, these teams can all take a Shield team, right? Black Order can take anybody. A good Shield versus Shield, that always works out well, although you probably should have Shield on defense at all times. X-Men can take out Shield teams, maybe not like big punch-ups, but they can take them out. Yeah. That's true. All right, so anyway, and now the new configuration of Power Armor can also take down Shield if things go their way, right? I wouldn't say it's 100%. The closest to 100% that I've found is definitely that Brotherhood, right? For as far as going up against Shield. Sinister Six, I think their biggest and best niche is taking down punt fenders. It seems like almost everybody has a nice big juicy punt fender team on their defensive roster. And so that's what I use them for. And honestly, they may get benched now that I have X-Force. I might not really need to use them anymore, and I might just sit them. But I might take Guardians and put them on the bench too. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of throwing them both into war and seeing what I think. So let's see here. We are just shy of 4. So I'm going to go and do one more with Black Order. We can take any of these. So let's just take the one that's got the most power. So that'll be this 597. All right, so let's go at the left side. And wear down these squishies. We want to make sure we get a offense down on Danvers because she's about to do her big hitter on us. Or not. Or she isn't. Or we could just melt half their team with a basic attack. 2 basics out of Thanos. That old left side's wrecked. So good. They're so good. This is a punch-up. This is like 100K punch-up. 90K. Drain that health. And we'll just finish off that Thanos. Retaliatory damage. I was a little despondent the first day or two after they released, but I am now more than happy that I invested some money into this team. I think all told, I probably put $300 or more into this team. So I did whale out pretty heavy, heavier than I have on any other team. But they're paying me back slowly but surely, 500 cores a day. And they're probably it's gonna be a while, I think, before anybody overtakes them in the arena meta. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable. And even after they do become, not the new hotness anymore, and maybe they come up with a new team that goes past them, it's not that he's my favorite character. It's that the profile pic looks a lot like a previous character that I played in another game. It's kind of it. I used to actually go around with different profile pics, but now, I think basically my alliance has just gotten used to seeing me with that one, so I've stuck with it for the majority of my playtime, and now I'm just riding it at this point. But he's not my favorite character, no. I really did like him in the movies, right? Rumlow, you know, I thought he was cool. Here you go. I like him enough that I got this guy sitting on top of the computer, and hang with me a second. On the back of my desk, I have this guy. Full head mask. Doesn't fit my big ass head. Bought it from a costume shop. Hand painted. Looks really fucking cool sitting on my desk. Sorry, Alex. Don't tell your parents I said that. And it looks pretty sweet. It looks pretty sweet sitting on my desk. So when you come in my door, that's the first thing. You're looking at the back of the computer and that mask staring right at you. So it just sets the tone. Sets the tone. So anyway, we're over 4 million now. So I'm pretty happy with that for the day. So we're going to grab some orbs and wrap this up. Don't you tell your parents I'm cussing, Alex. Technically, I this page is technically not for children, but I know kids play this game, and I'm trying to keep it as clean as I can because I want y'all here. I want you to come in and learn, be here, be a part of all of this. You know, I'm not trying to turn anybody away, unless you're a jerk to me on Facebook, and then you can just pound sand. But whatever. Okay, so let's grab our orbs. I really was hoping that mask would fit me. I was gonna like do a stream wearing it, and it was at the request of one of my alliance mates, one of my Mortys. Oh man, 500 Elite Fours. That's nice. All right, we got enough for one more. Catalysts. Love it. Love it. I always need more catalysts. Fantastic. Love them chimichangas. All right, so that gives us 2 milestone orbs to pick out. Not a lot left that I need in here, but I do need some blob orbs. Blob is one of the last characters that's in orbs that I need. Excuse me. I need a beverage. My throat's getting dry. All right, so 2 blitz orbs to grab. Save our tickets for the rest. And, okay. I think we've made a lot of good progress tonight. I'm pretty happy with the play session. That's almost 3 hours of play. We knocked out a lot of good stuff. We've made a lot of points. We on Blitz. We made a lot of gold and materials. So I'm happy with the progress. So we'll call it there. I want to thank everybody for riding along with me live tonight. I appreciate having all of y'all here. I hope you enjoyed your time at Mortytown TV, and I hope you come on back. So until I see you again, you guys out there, you guys be cool. You keep gaming. I'm back. I'm sorry. Hold on. You're stuck on the Miss Marvel node for DD1. Any advice? It's been so long since I did DD1, Frank. I really can't tell you I remember anything specific about that. I know that I might be thinking early on DD3, really, but when there's a couple of Miss Marvels on the field that are cross-healing and taunting off each other, that can get real difficult. Sometimes I save orbs too, Alex. Sometimes I save orbs too. So that can get real difficult. If you like say, I'll accept your friend request and we'll talk about it in private. You maybe send me some screenshots of who you're using, and we can talk about maybe options for teams. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming along. And if you're watching later on YouTube and you've gotten this far, man, thanks so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. That looks great on my analytics, and I appreciate it. So if you had a good time, I hope you can give me a like or a subscribe. It helps get the channel out there. I'm not looking to make any money, but it does help to get the channel out there and make sure more people see my content, and I would appreciate it. So have a good night, everybody. Be cool. Keep gaming. I'm Vac, and I'm out of here.